Hey, 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 Nikki Brown here. No matter where you are and what part of the world you are in, I hope that you are having a great day. So, it's going to be a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you enjoy yours. Um, it's starting out pretty good, and it's just going to get better. So, I just wanted to share that with you to give you some inspiration to start your weekend off on the right foot and have good thoughts so that good things come your way. And it's a great way to start each and every day, not just today, but every day. So, I was watching my GPS. So, I didn't really have anything specific to talk about. I watched some inspiring things this week. And I had some challenges, I'm not even going to say triggers. I think maybe I may have triggered someone. But I saw it as opportunity. And of course, opportunity is good because it gives us a chance to grow, to recognize the challenges or the obstacles that may be in front of us, and to respond accordingly. I may have unintentionally hurt someone's feelings because I did speak my mind about something. And some people want to pretend that everything's okay and not take things very seriously. And I've been accused of this before. And it's not that I don't take things seriously, because I do. I definitely handle things a different way. And there's a difference between handling things a different way and not taking things seriously, or being seemingly immature in certain situations. And if someone is generating that energy, they don't necessarily want to hear about it. They want to pretend, you know, they don't want their illusions distorted. What's that? There's that saying that says that. Some people say they're living in a fantasy or fairy tale. But definitely not wanting their illusions distorted. They want to pretend that everything is okay, and that, they're seemingly doing the right thing to stay positive, but at the same time, outsiders looking in just see them as behaving immaturely and not taking things seriously. And it hurts their feelings sometimes to hear it, or they get mad when they hear it because they don't want to hear it. So, part of me wants to say something, but then part of me sometimes, we just have to let people go through their karma and deal with it the way that they need to. And sometimes we just make them better in another situation, or we make them better for another person, if that's what it needs to be. So that was the challenge. But again, the challenge, we can always see the glass half full, and we can see the challenge as an opportunity for our own personal growth and personal development. And that's it. So like I said, I didn't really have anything specific that I wanted to talk about, but I hope that was helpful. And as always, I love y'all. Again, it's going to be a great weekend, so I hope that you enjoy yours, and I will you all that you want and desire. Maybe not desire. I've come to realize that desire is not necessarily a good word. But hopefully you're on that path to manifestation. And if you're not, whatever path you're on, I hope that it suits you well. If it is a path to enlightenment, when you have those obstacles and you have those triggers, just ask yourself, what did I learn from this situation? And what is this person reflecting back to me? Because we are one, so we are reflections of one another. And so what is it that you need to learn from this person? Because 9 times out of 10, whatever is going on in that situation is something that is also within you. Now, maybe on a different level. Like, let's say, for example, you think that someone is selfish, right? You may also be selfish, but at a level 1, whereas this person may be selfish at a level 8 or a level 10. And so it seems more extreme or more pronounced, but at the same time, you may have a touch of it too. So sometimes we have to ask ourselves, am I behaving this way? Do I behave this way in certain situations? Do I behave this way with certain people? And, find out what that looks like and self-correct, self-assess. Because like I said, some people don't want to acknowledge anything that they do or say that may not be of a righteous nature. They just want to pretend that everything is okay. And they excuse and justify, well, I don't do this or I don't do that, yet they do other things that they're not acknowledging that, again, are not necessarily of a righteous nature. Some people can be very manipulative and passive aggressively so they want you to think that they're not. Some people are controlling. Some people are possessive. Some people, again, could be selfish. I just use that as an example. But yeah, some people can be selfish as well. And again, it's a matter of taking a look inside to see if we're exhibiting some of these behaviors as well. And if we are, how does that show up in our lives? Because it may not be in the same exact way. We may not repeat the exact same things that this person is saying or doing, but in some way, shape, form, or fashion, this may show up in our lives when we're dealing with other people. Right? So that's it. I need to pay attention to make sure that I get off at the correct exits. And so again, I love y'all. Oh my goodness, a car caught completely on fire. Wow, it's just a shell and it's like ashes. So yeah, I hope that oh, excuse me. I hope that you have a good weekend. And I love y'all. And of course, if you need anything, you can always reach out to me. You can inbox me, DM me on any of my social media. I don't know if I addressed the fact that I changed my name. Not that I changed my name. So if anyone who knows me knows that my name is actually Shalethia, right? But because my middle name's Nicole, all my life everyone has called me Nikki. However, a good friend said that I should embrace Shalethia, even though I feel as if people would not pronounce my name correctly, which is one of the reasons why I say, just call me Nikki. But he's like, but your name is so powerful, which I know, because anyone whose name or first vowel is an A, J, or an S, starts with any of those letters, or the first vowel is an A, is a very powerful person. And so that I do know that. And I don't say that to brag. It's actually there's a science to it, and I could explain that whole breakdown, but not right now. I can say that anyone whose first letter of their first and or last name starts with a J is a leader of the multitudes. An A can be considered an arrogant leader, and an S is a self-directed leader. Again, this is not something that I've made up. There is a science to it, but I'll simply explain that part to kind of give you a perspective. But it is basically similar to numerology. It's called gematria or gematria, depending on how you pronounce it. But again, I won't go into all those details at this time. But it is a very powerful name, so I have decided to embrace that. And so it's Shalethia Nicole is what I've changed my social media to. I am on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. So I just wanted to share that in case anyone was wondering. The reason for the name change, you can still find me using my old handle, if I'm not mistaken, but I did change my handle to the Shalethia Nicole Experience, right? Because I talk about a variety of topics, cooking, inspirational topics or talks like this one, meditating, yoga, even maybe talk about a TV show every once in a while. But it's a variety of things. So it was the Nikki Brown Variety Show too, because I did have a show on public access, and it was called the Nikki Brown Variety Show, and it was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I also had another show called Grassroots out of Harlem, where I interviewed unsigned artists. So that was fun. That was in the early 2000s. The other show was like around 2005 to 2008, somewhere around in there. And now we're here with a YouTube channel, and we're steadily growing. I'm thankful that I have about 350 subscribers right now. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. And I keep saying I'm getting off here. So I am going to do that now because I really do need to pay attention to where I'm going. So again, I love y'all, and I hope that this was helpful. Later.